Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Pencil Teaches Drawing Stuff. So today we're going to be drawing all sorts of fun stuff. I'm going to be showing you guys how to draw bubble letters. So you may have seen me do this before on the back of your papers or whatever, but I really like drawing bubble letters, and a lot of kids always ask me, how do you do it? So I'm going to be showing you how to do it today. So we're going to start off with M for Michael. When drawing bubble letters, I want you to visualize the letter that you're going to draw. So we can warm up by drawing the actual letter. Let's draw a nice M for me. And we're going to draw a nice bubble around it, okay? I want you to imagine a bubble around this letter, okay? Do I mean a nice circle around it? No, we want it close to the letter, okay? But never touching it. Like that. I'm close to it, but I never touch it. Like that, okay? When you're done, you can erase the inside like that. Let's try a different letter. How about I? That was an easy one, right? Let's try a hard one. Well, a harder one. Let's try a C. It's curvy, okay? But the key is you just want to stay around your guideline. You want to have the same amount of space around it, okay? What do I mean by the same amount of space? See? This looks kind of wonky, right? I mean, it's not a bad thing. It could be your own style, which is cool too. But do you see how the guide C is so close to the bubble right here, but so far from here, right? It still makes a pretty cool C, but for starters, I would recommend trying to keep a nice border around it that's the same length. Just like that. That looks a little bit more normal. Next, let's draw an H. So, H, like that. Just a nice border around it. Okay? Now, I'm not gonna sit here and do the whole alphabet with you. That's crazy. But I want you to practice drawing your name. Draw your name nice and spread out like this. Spread out and learn to bubblify all your letters. Until you're really good at it, okay? And after you have a lot of practice, you should be able to do it even without having the guideline. You can just visualize, imagine the letter right here, and then just draw your bubbles around it. Oh, actually, A is kind of cool. If you have like a letter that is closed like this, you gotta draw the bubble around it on the outside and on the inside. That will make it look way better. Okay? So, how can we kick this to the next level? After you practice drawing your letters, there's another thing that you can do to make them even cooler. We're going to draw them overlapping to make it look more 3D. So I'm going to start with, well, this time I'll do like pencil. So, no, I'll do Joyce. So, I'm going to draw my first letter like that. But instead of drawing the next one over here, they're so far apart. They're not happy. I want to be friends. I want to be close to you, right? So we're going to draw it overlapping. What do I mean by that? I'm going to draw the O a little bit behind the first letter, and then I'm gonna erase the stuff that's supposed to be covered, like that. Usually I have the first letter covering the second letter. It just makes it easier to read. Let's try again. Ta-da! It's Joyce. So, another thing you might notice is I like to capitalize my E's because I think it is kind of troublesome to draw a lowercase e. I just think it's easier and cuter to draw it like this. Oh, and another thing you might notice, my E has the three little finger thingies touching. See, one way to draw an E is like this. Like that, right? But it can be cuter and save you lines if you just have them touching. Try that. Try the different ways of drawing letters by having some parts touching. Even the Y, instead of drawing it like that, we can draw it like that. And that's a little bit cuter. Cool. So, how can we take this even further? Well, let's make it even chubbier and even rounder. So, let's draw chubby. Instead of a circle inside that I would usually do for the P, it is so chubby that it's like this part, it's like squishing into itself. We just have an X in there. And we're going to draw another one chubby and round. Super cute. See? It's touching the next thing. Like the part of the end that's like, instead of like this is skinny. We're going to make it chubby. Let's have this part touching. And that's still an N, it's just extra chubby. Even the C, like that, it's just like a butt. Then the I, like that, nice and fat. And then L, like that, okay? Pencil. We can make it 3D by having some shine on it. It's always on the same corner of your letter. I like to do it in the top right corner, like that. Sometimes I like to draw clouds around it, like it's coming out of an explosion. See, bump, bump, bump. I do it once, and then I do it again, but it's like a toenail. It's like pointy over the ends, but fatter in the middle. Try it. Like flower petals, actually. There we go. We can draw some explosion lines. These are just spikes that come out. I double one. Like that. Ta-da! Maybe it's not just an exploding thing. Maybe they're actually bubbles. We can draw the part of the balloon that we tie the string to, like that. See, it's just a little triangle with a squiggle underneath it. You can try that under every letter. Ta-da! Now they're actually bubbles. Cool. So we can draw a whole bunch of different words using bubble letters. It's a way that I like to personalize my homework stuff that I do, my pictures. I think it's a really fun way to draw, really fun way to write things. So you guys should try it out. So I'm just gonna draw a bunch of stuff. I'm gonna write like, I don't know. I already did P. I'm gonna do another one. I'm gonna try to use every letter so you have something to reference. Potato. Potato. How about jazz? How about animal? What letters are there? How about crayon? Crayon. How about cool with a K. Cool. So G is kind of tricky too. So G is like this. G. Q is like this. Ta-da! So practice your bubble letters, and yeah, I do want to see your work, so please don't stop sending in your work, your suggestions, everything. I love to see it, so thank you so much for joining us today, and I hope you learned something about bubble letters. Bye-bye!